Welcome to your second HTML tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be going over the basic HTML structure and how it works. So from the previous tutorial you should have your index.html file as well as it loaded within your browser with your test line showing. Now you are going to need a text editor for the rest of the series, and the one that I'd recommend is Sublime Text. It's free and can be downloaded from sublime-text.com, I think it is, or you can just go to Google, search Sublime Text, and I think it's the top link. It's really good, it looks really nice, and it's got a whole range of languages for the syntax highlighting, but obviously for this tutorial series we'll be using HTML. Now HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and as stated in the first video on this channel, it is a browser-side language, meaning that you don't have to have a server to run it, and therefore we can just run it straight from our browser, as you can see. So let's just go ahead and get started. So you're going to want to go ahead and open up your HTML file within your text editor. So I'll just close that. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and delete your test line. Okay, so save that and go ahead and just refresh it within your browser just to make sure that it's still updated and working. And if it is and it's now blank, then we can go ahead and begin. Now HTML consists of tags, and each tag has a starting and an ending tag, and the information that you want to go within that container has to go between the two tags. Each tag begins with a left arrow and ends with a right arrow, and the tag name goes between them, along with any specific characteristics that you want that tag to be associated with. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and create the basic HTML template. So to do that, we simply create the starting HTML tag, which is left arrow, HTML, right arrow. Then we also want to end that tag a couple of lines down, and we do that with using the exact same technique, except we put a / straight after the first left arrow. Okay, so now we have a starting HTML tag and an ending HTML tag. So within this, we're going to want to create two more tags. Now these tags are the head tag and the body tag. Okay, now there's only one major difference between these two tags, and that is that contents of the head tag do not directly add anything to the display of the page, while the body tag contains all of the elements which will add to the display of the page. So for example, images would go in the body tag, and for example JavaScript running in the background would go in the head tag. Okay, so now that we're in here, we can go ahead and just create one more sample tag, and that's going to be the title tag. Now the title tag, because it's part of the metadata, which is basically information to do with your page, what was I saying? Yeah, because the title tag is metadata, we want to go ahead and put it in the head tag. So within the two head tags, because anything that goes in here is part of the head tag container. Okay, so I want to go ahead and write out title, the title tag, and we're also going to go ahead and end the title tag. Now between these two tags is whatever the title is going to be for your page. So currently it has a default of just index.html. Now whatever we type in here is going to change in the tab or the window displaying your page. Okay, so let's just go ahead and put HTML episode series, save that, refresh your page, and you can now see that the title of your page has changed from index.html to HTML episode series. Now this was just a basic taste of the HTML language, and in the next tutorial we'll be going over some more different tags and how to use them correctly.